Text functions are used to manipulate text values, and in most cases, they are used to do data cleaning within your Excel workbooks. And here are 5 of those functions that you need to know, especially if you are an Excel beginner. Number 1 is the CONCAT function, and what this one does is that it combines more than one text strings together. For example, if we would like to combine these two names, we have the first name and the last name. If we would like to combine these two names into one single column, we can use the concat function. So what you do, you come in here and say equals concat. You select the first text, and because we are interested in putting a space between these two names, I'll open quotes, put a space, close the quotes, comma, I select my last name, close off the brackets, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. You can see these two names have been combined, and now I can drag this formula to the rest of the cells. Number 2 is the len function. So what this one does is that it counts the number of characters of any given text string. For example, if I would like to count the number of characters that these names contain, I would come in here and say equals len, open brackets. This function requires only one single argument, so I select the text of the name, I close off the len function, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. You can see the len function tells us that this name right here contains only 7 characters, so I can drag this formula to the rest of the cells. Number 3 is the left function, and what this one does is that it returns a specified number of characters from the start of any given string. For example, if I would like to extract only 2 characters of these names, I would come in here and say equals left. I select my text string of the name right here. I'm only interested in extracting only 2 characters, so I put a 2. I close off the left function, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. You can see the left function has extracted only the first 2 characters of this name, and that's what we exactly specified in our function. So I can drag this formula to the rest of the cells. Number 4 on our list are text functions that are used to convert from small letters to capital letters and vice versa, and this includes the upper function, the lower function, and also the proper function. For example, if I would like to convert these names into capital letters, I would come in here and say equals upper, open brackets, I select my text, I close off the function, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. You can see that this name has been converted into capital letters. I can drag this formula to the rest of the cells. Similarly, if I would like to convert these values into small letters, I would come in here and say equals lower. I select my text values, close off the lower function, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. You can see now it's back into small letters all the way through. I can drag this formula to the rest of the cells. Similarly, if I would like to make sure that the first letter of each name is a capital letter, I would come in here and say equals proper. I select my text, close off the function, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. You can now see that the first letter has been capitalized. I can drag this formula to the rest of the cells. Last but not least is the search function, and what this one does is that it searches and returns a position of a specified character within a text string. For example, if I would like to search for letter D within this text right here, I would come in here and say equals search. What do I need to find is my first argument, so I'll open quotes, put in letter D, close the quotes, comma. I'd like to search for this character within this value right here, close off the search function, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. The search function tells us that letter D is character number 3 in this name right here. Let us drag this one to the second record and see. Yes, there you go. You can see this one tells us that letter D is character number 2 right there. I know this is a scratch on the surface on what these functions can do in Excel. If you'd like to learn more in all my future videos, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. And if you learned something in this video, give this video a like. See you in the next one.